surname. We call him Yanis, but I'm going to give him the full name here. It's Yanis Savas Pantaelidis. Not bad for a Donegal accent, so thanks, well done.
Thank you.
Okay.
My own? Yeah. Thank you very much, Jonathan. I'm going to do, anybody watch the Men in Black where he grabs the table and goes, "We're going to get fired"? Now, the reason why us academics use notes is because we can talk for hours, and I can philosophize, and you don't want me to talk for 60 minutes. I have only 6 minutes, but before I start, ask me afterwards how all the industries, all the sectors that we serve, I can show you how they fit to 3 out of 4 of those business models. So I find myself in the company of wonderful people. We don't celebrate our teachers as much as we should. You are all conductors of fates. You are guides of destinies. But you're a different type of guide to the ones that I often meet, because you are here and you are open to listening and walking a different path. And for that, I'm grateful to you. Welcome to our Coleraine Campus. I am Professor Ioannis Savas Pantaelidis, but do not worry, there shall be no test asking you to remember how to spell my name. As you heard, just call me Yanis. I walked a different path this morning. I walked by a bridge near Lanyon station. I have passed hundreds of times, and I always lingered a second or two to admire the Lagan River before catching the train to Coleraine. But this time, I had a few more seconds to spare, and I went by the side of the bridge towards a bench, and to my amazement, I could hear hundreds, perhaps thousands of birds chirping away. It was starlings. They had nested under the bridge, and soon they rewarded me with a wonderful dance in the sky. It was just beautiful. And that brought my memory to our students and how they chirp when we first meet them. They chirp away, and then the years pass and we see them fly in the skies. And then I wondered, when a brilliant student comes to you asking for a career advice, and here's where you can answer this question. So when they come to you, does your mind instinctively suggest a career in engineering, or law, or politics, or even medicine? How many of you even consider suggesting the hospitality, tourism, events, or food sectors? Please answer truthfully. Do we really need more engineers to build more bridges? Do we need more politicians to tell us what to do? Do we need more doctors to operate on us? Yes, Yanis, we do. But we probably need better engineers that build better bridges that do not collapse. Better politicians who fight on the side of ethics. Politicians that do not destroy countries or alliances. And better doctors who practice proactive medicine that is not invasive to our bodies. I shall come back to this, I promise. The hospitality industry alone is the 3rd largest employer in the UK, with 3.5 million people working in the sector. Tourism is the 5th largest industry, and the food industry is the largest manufacturing sector in the country, employing 4 million people and generating around 121 billion annually. Do you want your students to study just as society accept a profession and become unemployed? I have seen it. Or do you want your students to be happy in their higher education studies and study service and become leaders? You see, what we actually do here at Ulster and why we are the best. I like this. Now the challenge is on. I'm in the company of friends, which is wonderful. So we are the best at what we do is because we see the different and we treat it differently. You may see a waiter, but we have also a psychologist who can read the customer, a leader who can inspire her people. You see a travel agent, but we have nurtured a diplomat that can deliver memorable experiences. You see an events organizer, but we have shaped an Imagineer. The creative, critical, analytical, and transferable skills we teach our graduates see them enjoy careers in any industry, and they are often coached by the very best companies in the world. Let's go back to that socially acceptable professions. Our graduates look after your health through their innovations with food. They look after your mental health by treating you as a family member at your local restaurant or a hotel and spa. They build bridges amongst cultures through tourism initiatives and multicultural, multicolored events. You may say, well, that's all well and philosophical, my Greek friend, but this industry pays peanuts, and there is a little career progression in them. If that's what you might think, then listen to these stories. I shall not give you salaries of current alumni that far exceed my own salary. I shall tell you that this year alone, salaries for our placement students reached as high as £28,000 for placement students in our industries, in Belfast. I asked my colleagues to give me just one placement and one graduate example so I can share it with you, and they went crazy and they bombarded me with, some of them, where are you, Peter and Maria, with hundreds. So I have to give you only one story for just a recent graduate. In food, Holly McCulloch secured a graduate role with Coca-Cola, part of the B2B Café Vergano digital marketing team. She is responsible for developing brand awareness and sustainable practices. In events, Orla Mina, who is now corporate events manager at Manchester United Football Club. In culinary arts, you might know her, Gemma Austin, owner of award-winning A Peculiar Tea and Mama Patisserie. Gemma has an all-female brigade in her kitchen, and she has been featured in the BBC Great British Menu. In tourism, Rosie Henderson, who got her Digital Innovation Award for her final year work. In less than 3 years, she was the UK and Ireland market manager for Expedia, one of the world's largest online travel companies. And in hospitality, Damien Austin graduated about 4 years ago, took a placement in Platinum Country Clubs in Florida and New Jersey, and he is now a senior associate at PricewaterhouseCoopers, the international consultancy firm. You see, my friends, when your students join us, they learn management skills, they learn problem solving, critical and creative skills, and so much more in our labs here in Coleraine and Belfast campuses. Please do not forget to visit our Coleraine labs. You're here right now. My colleagues, if they can wave their hands, my wonderful team, please do wave your hands up there. Can show you around throughout the day, and you only will get a sample of our amazing facilities. And by experiencing the place, you will experience the people within my amazing team. They deeply care about our students, and together, our students, us and you, we shall continue to build great and long-lasting partnerships. Thank you.